Okay, now I'm over here at the front end of the tail. You can see there's a couple little wrinkles here. We're just going to pull away from those and pull those out. Might have to lift back up to the wrinkle. Okay. Okay, now we've got a pesky little area right here where there's a little bit of excess material. If I tried to stretch that even, I'd wind up getting wrinkles down on it. You can see there's wrinkles going across here. So what I like to do when we get down to an area like this is pull it away from the bike a little bit just to get all the wrinkles out. Make sure it's not overlapping anywhere, sticking to itself on the back side. Just kind of bunch it up like that. And then put a little bit of heat to it. When you apply heat with the torch to this material, it smooths out the wrinkles and actually shrinks a little bit. And that's definitely needed for some areas like this where you have 2 points coming together that's going to make excess material be in the middle. So let's heat it up a little bit. You can see it kind of smooth out some of the wrinkles. Don't start pulling it yet. Let it cool back down. Give it about 2 or 3 minutes to kind of cool down all the way, and then start pulling on it again. I just heated up the portion with the wrinkles that were in front of the graphic here of the flame. What that did was it minimized the wrinkles. Actually pulled it back up to kind of pull out some of the wrinkles a little bit more. After that's been heated up, just give it time to cool. We'll give it just a few more minutes. And then sometimes you may actually have to do like a relief cut. And, I wouldn't cut across the graphic because you can see where the flame is. But over here in the front area where it's like a dark red, if you do a relief cut there and it's on the underside of the tail, it won't be as noticeable at all. And you'll be able to smooth out the wrinkles to be able to minimize the look of the wrinkles on some of these areas. Because the tail has compound curves. It curves inward as it goes towards the bike, and it goes out here and then curves back in. And when I say compound curves, I mean it has a curve going in the other direction. So it's inside as it goes towards the bike, and it curves back out, and then it goes back in. So that allows you to have a lot of excess materials. If you took something like a napkin and just laid it across a softball and tried to fold it flat, you'd see how there would be wrinkles as you went down the side. And that's what we're dealing with here, is a compound curve. So Bikeskinz, when they're set up, they have different pieces in different areas where it minimizes where those excess areas would be, or where you would need relief cuts. So it's divided up into sections. But the tail section is one of the sections where it sometimes could be, in this case it's going to be 3 pieces, or it's 2 pieces actually for the side and then the other side. But there's also an area in front of the seat. Here's an area where there's going to be a lack of material, so it actually has to be stretched rather than worrying about wrinkles. These areas are actually easier to work with because the material stretch is really easy, especially when you heat it up. Now the seat is going to cover the inside of this area, so we have to just get as inside as much as possible. And if there's a little bit of wrinkles, which there probably won't be until we get towards this upper area of the seat, then it won't be as noticeable. So let's go ahead and heat this up a little bit. And then we're just going to grab the material and pull it over. You might want to grab it with one hand and then have your felt squeegee help smooth it out.